First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go, son.
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Gibson here running out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time. The Bears are 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at the defense for these Texans. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Fields throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Gibson again. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 46. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running, because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Moore, the man in motion. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Down the right sideline. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Fields going to move him around. Gibson will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Stroud. This will be complete to Mechie. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now an option play on second down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Stroud on third down now. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be first and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Don't jump. Ready?
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Go.
On first down, Fields. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give to Gibson running right. Evades the tackler, and that's some space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 64 yards for him on the ground, so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Here we go. Good.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here we go.
From the 25, here's second down at 7.
Tonight.
To throw is Fields. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 1.
They'll run with Gibson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Here we go. Delta, Delta. Right.
They'll go again with Gibson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here we go, son.
Second down and 8.
Hey, Ken. Tonight.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he will score! Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Second and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Down the sideline he goes. John Mechie. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie sheet. 66 yards. And the Texans are back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Here we go, Scott.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Angel. Right.
Here's Fields. On the move to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Now a first down throw. Fields flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Go.
Fields now to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. and this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Give them the completion. No gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A give running right, Gibson. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Here we go. I'm good.
Out of the gun, Fields. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Dancing to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 29, here's the 2nd down and 4.
Drop 50, drop 60.
Stroud to throw it. He gets this one to Mechie. Into space at the 45. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. John Mechie. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. Slot man moves right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 23 yards on the play.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. as they strike for 31. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
And he stopped immediately there. Now Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Fields. And he'll complete this to Gibson. Touchdown Bears! Antonio Gibson with career touchdown number 60. And the Bears are able to add on to that lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run out for the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2nd down and 4.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They go again with Pierce. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
No.
Give left side for Pierce. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Stroud working out of the gun. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jordan. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Mechie, the man in motion. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Come on.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
19 Lions. Go.
Throwing now is Stroud. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Stroud looking to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in the stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Gibson here running out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Fields. Eluding the pressure right.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Flushed out right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Now Stroud. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Intercepted.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Go.
And here's a give to Gibson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
On the stop. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Once more, Gibson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Antonio Gibson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tonight.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Tonight.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
And his kick is indeed good. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, "Guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win." And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover.